This is the Canik TTI Combat, literally shipped to us yesterday. We're gonna go ahead and discuss this. I got Kaya here.
How's it going, guys?
So, without further ado, let's start off with talking a little bit about what makes this gun special and why.
Yeah, so guys, if you guys don't know Terran Butler, he's a 9-time Grandmaster from Terran Tactical Innovations. You guys should know John Wick franchise. He's the one that trained Keanu Reeves and has trained many Hollywood action actors and currently trains many other, especially the most recent 007 James Bond, right? He's an absolute genius when it comes to firearms.
Agreed.
So I asked him about the Canik TTI, because I personally own the Combat Master Glock 34, and he told me he worked on this gun for over a year. So this gun is very special because if Terran Butler puts his name behind it, it is pretty much perfect because he's a perfectionist. He worked on this over a year. He had to perfect many, many things. They also had to keep it under a certain price point too. So he's like, how do I make this thing so cool, so effective, just basically get out there and win some crazy matches, but yet still keep it under $1,000, right? And he was able to obviously put together this thing. So it's a very special gun because it's very well balanced, and it's coming from TTI.
I do agree with that. It does feel very good in the hand. And I mean, just the amount of features that come included in this particular firearm. I mean, you're looking at a ported barrel with a comp, lightning cuts on the sides. You got a fiber optic front sight, and you're also going to have optics ready in your back.
Exactly, and I love those sights too. And when you look at this gun, the tolerances are so freaking good. Like, look at that comp, right? Comp to the barrel, everything is fit, machined so tight. And that's why this gun is so special, because Terran Tactical Innovations, they don't mess around. They don't put their name behind anything that doesn't meet their standard, and their standards are extremely high. I mean, look at the gun. This does not look like your average Canik or other guns. Like even their Glock 34, Combat Masters, or Pit Vipers, if you grab them, they no longer look like the original maker.
Yeah, you know? Agreed. This definitely does have a Canik vibe. I'm feeling Canik 100% through here. I will also mention I do like the slide cuts that they have, or
they're called lightning cuts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they look cool. They really do look cool, and they are also effective. You know, they reduce the weight of the slide, so less reciprocating mass over there, so that in turn, even though a little bit, but it still helps with recoil management. So there's that. The gun runs maybe a little bit better that way. So, and also, hey, if you're looking good, you're shooting better, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is half the battle, I believe.
That's half the battle, exactly.
The first thing I did notice whenever I did pick up this gun was how aggressive the texturing was on pretty much every side of this grip here. It is very easy to grab, very aggressively textured. It's not going anywhere in my hand. Once I got a good grip on it, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, and the color combination, in my opinion, that is the best color combination in the entire Canik lineup. What do you think?
I do agree. What do you call it? Bronze, like a bronzish finish,
yeah,
kind of like a goldish bronzish kind of finish. I do agree. It is very cool looking, and it's very unique.
If you look at this gun, the trigger, right? Terran Butler, that's one of the first things he works on. To him, the trigger has to be perfect. And guess what? The Rival S's or SFX Rivals, they have amazing triggers, so that's what they did. They moved that to this.
And I do believe the trigger safety on this one is a little bit wider than you would get on a normal Canik. So there is a little bit of modification, but it is very similar. When that 90 degree, you have a little bit of take up there and break.
It's so good.
Reset being very quick and easy, which is what you would expect from Canik, especially when you put that TTI logo on it.
Yeah, and Terran Butler, he's a smart guy, so the SFX Rival triggers are so freaking amazing. He's like, hey, why do I have to reinvent the wheel? Let's get that trigger into this.
Yep.
That's it.
And classic Canik, you do still have a few other features. For example, the rear of the firing pin is painted red, so to indicate when it's ready to fire. You also still have that bullet chamber indicator, which, you know, classic Canik, just giving you more information than you need sometimes, but it's always good just to know exactly what status your firearm is in. Your rear sights on this are going to be much thinner than you would get on pretty much any other Canik I've seen, which will help for target acquisition overall, and then you couple that with that front fiber optic like I mentioned earlier, and it's just a very easy to acquire, you know, when you're acquiring targets downrange especially.
Yeah, when I look at this gun just screams it's race ready.
Yeah.
Like right off the gate, grab this thing, go win matches, man. That's what it is.
It does come with this very nice case, which I will admit does make me a little jealous for other guns I purchased in the past. You do get an 18-round mag with the standard base plate. It does have that Terran Tactical logo. And you get a 21-round mag. These are all +1 as well, which is very nice because they are double stacked. You get a couple extra back straps, so if you don't love the way that this one's going to fit right off the top, you can change that out, swap that out.
I think this is a tool that you actually go ahead and maintain your gun if you need to field strip it or do some other stuff to it. There's attachments in here. It's an Allen type thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it sounds a little bit like a maraca.
Yeah.
A couple extra base plates for any optic that you want to put on there. They do have a variant that will have the Canik optic that comes with the firearm, which is very nice. And then on the bottom,
Oh, look at this. I'm sorry, I got to talk about
you
this.
go, you take it.
Comes with traditional, obviously, Terran Tactical Innovations, like challenge coin type coin. It comes with it, so this is your pride, basically. You put this, hang this on the wall somewhere.
That'll be worth something eventually for sure. If
Someday.
not already.
Because there's some limited editions. Like these were only produced so much, right?
I believe
There's
so, but I
many
don't know
of
the
them,
exact amount.
They're not going to be so available like any other Canics. So
They will be a little bit harder to get, that's for sure,
100%.
especially because they're going to be in high demand. They came out with a new holster for these as well, which is very nice. Instead of having the clips on the back that kind of go on your belt, this one actually goes through your belt, which, to be honest with you, it's more secure. I actually do appreciate that. It's not a button release, it is just a tension, but overall, it looks very nice and it fits the gun perfectly.
it's for competition, guys, so it's perfect for competition.
We do have some extra cleaning tools here as well, and an extra spring to help out with different grain ammo that you might be using for competition, because again, this thing is race ready out of the box with all the tools you're going to need in that box, and that box itself is cool beyond that.
Yeah. Guys, it's from Terran Tactical. So, of course, Canik is an amazing company. They know what they're doing. They basically combine their forces with a legend, Terran Butler, so from Terran Tactical Innovations. So you definitely have a product, pretty much best bang for the buck right now when it comes to competitive shooting.
So with that being said, do you have anything else, Kyle?
That's it.
All right. Well, if you have any experiences with the Canik TTI Combat, probably not many people do at this time,
No.
but if you're watching this in the future, leave us a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you guys.
That's it, guys. Definitely check it out. God bless.
It is time to end.